Alright, welcome back to Gamer Gamer. For those of you just joining us, we have just finished Wonderland, and my name's Chris.
I'm Tabatha.
And yeah, we're just gonna move on right to the next island, or the next island. We're going on to the next world. The reason I was thinking islands is because of Destiny Island. As we progress in this game, we'll get some bigger engines so that these will go faster. We'll get like a booster and all that stuff too. But it's always good to destroy the enemies because they drop materials, like they drop stuff that you can take and build a better ship with. I mean, that's, for those of you who don't know, like, kind of that's why you're going after the Dalmatians. The final gift that you get from that is a complete entire set of gummy parts. So you get a maximum of every piece. So after we complete that, we can create some really neat ships. And you're going to need that ability because one of the final trophies in this game is to get all of the gummy ship blueprints. And you can't get those blueprints without beating certain levels under certain conditions.
Right.
So you have to beat some of these levels without even getting hit.
And for those of you just joining us, I am terrible at these sort of games. Any kind of thread the needle, anything where it requires like precision firing. I'm awful at this. This is the kind of area where I will always fail. I will die immediately. So
It's just because she hasn't practiced.
I don't agree. No, some
No,
things
I
I'm
think
just not very good at. Yeah.
You just haven't gotten enough exposure to it. Nobody's good at this stuff when they start. Nobody, not even I'm good at this stuff when I start. Like, I've had kind of a bumpy start playing this, but as I go, I'm getting a little bit better. Because, like, even though I love this game, it's been a while since I've played it. And for those of you who don't know, we are playing on the PS4, the 1.5 and 2.5 version.
I'm just really not good at these kind of games. There's no shame in that. I mean,
No,
that's
of course
why,
not.
That's why this show works. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Is like if I was playing this game, we would last like 2 seconds and die, 2 seconds and die, 2 seconds and die, and that's why you're playing and I'm not.
Yeah, because we want the story to move.
That's right. It would never progress with me.
And so we're coming up on this new world. Looks like kind of a jungle world. And Goofy's like, hey, maybe the king's there. And Donald's like, there's no way. The king is too majestic to be on this island. Or on this world. Sorry, I keep saying island. And even Sora's like, no, even my friends might be there. And Donald's like, nah. And so Sora's like, give me the dang controls. And just like bashes Donald out of the way and just takes control of the ship and crashes it. So we're not on good terms right now with Donald.
No. Well, he does lose his temper.
Oh, wow, we just got, like, ouch. That would hurt a lot.
Oh, my head. Donald? Goofy?
You guys alive? Uh-oh. Bad kitty! Bad kitty! Don't hurt the humans. Ouchie.
Alright.
Alright, we're gonna have a fight, like...
Who knows the name of this dangerous cat?
I know the name, but I'll give you all a minute to think about it.
Put in the comments down below if you think you know.
Well, Tarzan's about to show up, and when he does, he's gonna spill the name. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is the world of Tarzan.
Yay!
This is obviously the house that his parents built, who I think were confirmed were the king and queen of Arendelle? Arendelle, which is where Elsa and Anna are from Frozen.
So he is Elsa and Anna's brother.
Yep, legitimate brother.
Danger.
Oh, there's the name. So those of you who got it, congratulations. You get a gold star today. Good on you.
What is this place?
This place.
Okay.
He's not
Where
wrong.
did the others go?
Now we have to create a gold star
Look,
program.
I
Like
got
this.
my friends.
We'll figure that
Have you
out.
seen them? Friends.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's 2 of them. The loud one is Donna.
I wonder if they're gonna animate that.
You know
What?
what?
The Tarzan
Never
returns to Arendelle.
I'm looking for my friends.
No, Tarzan, I don't think he
Riku
ever ended up
and
getting back.
Kairi.
Look
Well,
I mean, remember,
he fell in
like,
love with a British woman.
well, remember
so
his
that
sisters are
definitely
like,
would work.
his sisters are at least 16 years older than he is.
It's not just that, but also
No, but look
they're
how
from,
old
like,
he is.
Norway or
No, think about this for a second.
where are they from?
Like a Norwegian kind of range, somewhere up there.
Scandinavian.
Yeah. Oop, Tarzan talking the ape speak. Ooh, ah.
Here.
Friends here.
Not sure I understand, but show me. Take me to Riku and Kairi.
But yeah, when he was born, he would have been born probably a year after
And
that they had crashed on the island.
Tarzan go, Sora go.
So that would mean that Elsa and Anna would at least be 17, 18, that kind of range. Which means he's that much younger than them, which means that they are now
it's
in
Norway.
So they're now in like...
Arendelle is Norway, and if he
Oh,
fell...
good, I was right.
What did I say?
You said Scandinavian.
Did I say Finland?
You said Scandinavian.
I did say that afterwards, I think. Okay. But yeah, it's supposed to be Norway. So if he fell in love with a British woman,
I sure hope Sora's
but they decided
okay.
to stay on the island.
Yeah. But it's like his sisters are at least 16, 17 years older than he is. Which means they'd be in their 30s by this point. Whoopi Goldberg. Is that Whoopi Goldberg?
It was, yeah.
Okay. Pretty sure that's the same.
No. It was Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, Rosie O'Donnell, that's right. I was thinking
Yeah.
Lion King for some reason. Clayton! It's a nice gun he has. Tarzan, being the jungle man he is, just goes out. We have Tarzan in our party now. That's kind of the fun thing about each of these worlds that we go to, is that we get to like pick up somebody as a player.
So here's a fun little story. Christopher and I went to a play, and it was. We're not going to say where. We're not going to say when because
It was, for what it was, it was good. It was good for what it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was children doing it. What do you expect?
It was really.
No, you can't. No, Tab. Like, no, it was actually good.
No, we're gonna talk about it legitimately the way that it was. First and foremost, the first half was really atrocious. It was so bad. It was so
You can only
offbeat.
have kids, and a lot of kids just don't have they just don't have it at that point.
No, it wasn't just that.
No, there were no adults in the first part of the whole thing.
No, even they were just off key. It was really bad.
Again,
And then-
kids doing the best they can.
No, I actually think that we just need to stop thinking that they couldn't. I think we happen to have a different group than what I guess was usually playing, and so
I guess their B team or whatever.
yeah, I think.
I guess someone in their main crew got sick or something.
And it was really rough, the first half. But then the second half, though, then it picked up.
Well, they brought in kind of
And
the
it
older,
redeemed
the
itself.
teens to their mid, 20s or
and
so.
I even had a teary moment. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying that it was terrible just because. No. I was just saying that it was a bit rough in the beginning.
Speak English. So then, obviously you're not.
It's like, oh, you speak English. It's like, well,
Are
I
you
said
just
hi,
like
right?
gorillas?
She's kind of out of it. Like she doesn't quite get it.
Sora,
Clayton.
Goofy, Donald.
And then they remember they're mad at each other. I'm not talking to you.
Clowns. Not much use for hunting gorillas.
Mr. Clayton, we're studying them, not hunting
I feel like
them.
Patrick
This is
Stewart would have done an
research.
amazing job voicing Clayton.
Well,
Or did he? Who voiced
more the
Clayton?
merrier. Do make yourselves at home.
Well, anyway, I'm staying. Huh?
Sora, look what we found. Look at this.
Brian
Brian
Blessed.
Blessed. Amazing voice. Amazing voice. So here we're finding out that Donald and Goofy found a gummy block. And gummy blocks are used to build the ships that we fly in. Which means that there is potential that the king might be here. Let's see. Should we... So we gotta think, Tab. We gotta take a party with us. We've got Donald, Goofy, and Tarzan. So do we want to just take Donald and Goofy with us, or do we want to bring Tarzan along? And if so, who do we replace him with? Because we can only have 3.
Take Goofy and Tarzan.
Goofy and Tarzan it is. Alright, open the chest here. Mithril shard, very nice. So now, what we gotta do is we gotta run around camp, I think, and find some, some flashcards.
It's pretty much nothing on the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just kind of after that, he just disappeared off the face of the earth.
It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot.
So right now we're running around camp and we're trying to find some slide cards. These are what go in that little projector of hers that she shows him in the movie. So we're gonna try to teach him. It's like that's kind of essentially where you end up, is like kind of in the middle of the story. So at this point, like, they've met Tarzan and they're trying to teach him the ways of like mankind.
I see.
And then we've shown up.
The whole song.
Yeah, I love Phil Collins. The music, I mean, you can't really deny that it's amazing music. Oh, we got a little cameo right here. Who is that, Tab?
Mrs. Potts.
That is Mrs. Potts. Because, yeah, unfortunately in this movie, we don't have Beast's castle. Sadness. Alright, apparently he was raised in the jungle by gorilla community, but he's learning. So he was speaking gorilla back there. Yep, that's right. So basically, she's like, yeah, we should show him some slides. So we have a picture of a castle. And Sora's like, interesting. Gooey's like, something up? And we're like, nah, it's nothing. But it is something. He finds this picture familiar. But he's never been to this world, so why is this picture here? This picture is actually not from this world. This picture is of a different world. Which is interesting. And then we kind of go into like the movie kind of pictures that they show him. All the fencing. Nope, I guess I'm missing some.
Wait, did she have him on the ship? Or did she have him after they got to the island?
Who?
Tarzan, his mother.
She had him after they made it to the island. That's why I said it would have been about a year after they crash landed on here that he would have been born. Because I don't think she was pregnant when they left. Which means she conceived him while she was here.
Well, you know, when there's nothing to do.
True. I mean, you can't really get luckier than being stuck with a person that you married. You know, it's like if you really love that person, like this actually would not have been.
I'm sure they got an opportunity to rekindle their love and relationship.
Well, you got nothing but
too.
each other, so it's either that or nothing at all. And I'd say you really couldn't have gotten a better deal than that.
I really love the whole. One of my favorite movies of Disney is Swiss Family Robinson.
Yes, that is a very good one. Shows you how to survive in the wilderness when you get shipwrecked. That's what the Gilligan's Island people should have done.
It shows you what you can do with, some means, and if you create, pulleys and using the Industrial Revolution. Because that's really what they were doing, is they were using these tools of the Industrial Revolution, saying, use this lever to create this kind of pulley system, and then bam, you can actually get your water this way.
I'd wager they're with the
Pretty good
gorillas,
stuff.
But Tarzan refuses to take us to them.
Really, Mr. Clayton? Tarzan wouldn't hide.
Then take us there. Take us to the gorillas.
I mean, this Clayton is rather manipulative here. He's just like, I think they're with the gorillas. I mean, that's enough to get like you on his side. It's like maybe they are. Like the only way to know is to go find out.
Yeah.
So,
Are you sure?
like, it really puts a lot of pressure on Tarzan.
Kerchak.
Kerchak?
He must be the leader. Perfect. I'll go along as an escort.
Korchak.
After all, the jungle is a dangerous place.
There's the evil smile.
I mean, I'm surprised that, the cool thing about being human is the brain is way smarter than the ape. So...
Sabor. We thought we were done with him.
You killed my mother!
And father.
Yes, and father!
No, I am your father. No! That's impossible!
No! Ah! Wait. Ah!
So we're making our way around, just kind of looking around. Working our way back up to the treetops, because that's where the gorillas hide.
Nice little forest area.
It came from the trees. So we're climbing some ivy up to the top.
Must be something different about that ivy.
Yeah, it's got some roots.
The bright color. Very nice.
Yeah, this part's kind of a little rough because you gotta like work with like how these things swing, and sometimes they don't swing right.
I would go with Tarzan and have him swing it. Why are you playing with you?
Because I can't change characters, I'm stuck with this one.
Oh.
Yeah, fun fact: hippopotamus, very, very dangerous animal.
Very dangerous.
Like they are angry.
They actually.
They have something. Like they are angry.
I mean, they're like giant bulls
Oh, I found 3 more Dalmatians.
that will eat you.
Yes. Fun fact: go watch Jumanji, the new one with Dwayne Johnson.
Well,
it is
no.
hilarious.
Jumanji.
That'll kind of show you the hippopotamus. I mean, not that aggressive, but still pretty bad.
Jack, please listen
Yeah,
to me.
no.
Oh, Tarzan sounds like talking.
know
I mean, he's
that
talking gorilla here.
Secret, but I trust them. You see, I want to help them because, well, they need us.
See, that's a good reason to help people, just because they need it.
Did you get that?
Kerchak,
Because he's speaking gorilla, so no one knows what Tarzan's saying here.
For once, Donald Duck isn't the one that no one can understand.
Oh, there he goes. What was her name?
Kala?
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, let's see. Trying to think of where that area is. And I get lost here because you got to go through this part to get back up here. Because there's certain ways you got to go through these areas to get back to the treehouse. Actually, no, I didn't activate anything in the treehouse, so I can't walk there. Come on. There we go. Mithril.
Ooh, Mithril.
Yep.
I know what that is.
Yeah. So Mithril, for those of you who don't know, it's just a super light material. Strong as, as Lord of the Rings says. It's like strong as dragon scale, but light as a feather.
I do know it from that, but I also know it from Sims Medieval. Mithril is one of those materials that you need in order to create certain armors and such.
You can
in
also-
order for like
3 more
you know,
Dalmatians.
kings, knights, and all that such.
So it's interesting. So as we run around in treasure chests, I am finding dogs. Is that concerning to anyone? It becomes really awkward when you get to another world. I'll say it when we get to it, but you'll understand when you see it that dogs shouldn't have survived in chests in this location.
This is like so much. I can't.
All right, so we've made it back to the treehouse where we first landed. We've got Turk here. He's found the world.
I mean, it's incredible that you actually are able to like keep track of this stuff, because that's again another one of my problems. I can't keep track of all of it. I just can't.
Which parts are you having trouble with tracking?
I get lost, you know, like it's one of those things where like for some reason like I'm not good at puzzles or mazes, I guess. Like I'm good at art. I'm good at like making things look nice, but it's really hard for me to decipher things like clues, things like that.
Certain riddles I have some trouble with when they're not like specific enough.
I mean, if you ask me what happens at a certain time period, however, like I remember that stuff.
Well, yeah,
That's
I mean,
weird.
you've-
I know like my art history, and I know like, you know, when things may have happened.
Dude, that is an angry look on Tarzan's face. He's not mad, he's just disappointed.
Yes, the nostril flare of total rejection.
So this is a part where we can start finding some interesting things. So we're going to pick up this barrel, and we're just going to walk slowly, because we have to, this way.
Who knows what I just referenced there?
Let us know in the comments below. So this is how you get up here. You use that little chest over there to, or that barrel to step on, because all the stairs are broken. And so from here you can kind of wander around, you can explore a bit more. I think there's one chest up here somewhere. I know there's a chest over there we won't be able to get until quite a bit later. Let's see. And you can make some interesting jumps to kind of get around. So now we're climbing a nice, convenient ladder. Ladder ex machina. Thank you. Here's where we landed. I mean, look how thick that wood is, Tab. Like, that is not a 2x4.
That's plenty to walk over.
Yeah, but to have fallen through it, that would have hurt, like, a lot.
I mean, I grew up climbing trees, so...
Ooh, I missed. What's gonna happen?
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Look out of the way.
That's not good.
No, this is where we need to go. So now we're sliding through the trees. Those of you who have never watched Tarzan, he does this frequently. Where he just kind of slides through trees like a boss. Later on, there's a bunch of challenges where you can slide through these and collect items. And if you collect all the items, it unlocks the next area. And so you can actually slide like a long way. The path actually branches off there to the left. But that's kind of an end game thing.
I mean, if anyone could really do that in real life, that'd be great, but no one can.
Well, I mean, you're not going to slide on trees like Tarzan does.
How could
No.
you do such a thing?
And Jane
I mean,
here,
it just seems kind of
Jane's a little
ridiculous.
mad.
I told you.
See, look at Clayton. He's got a fully animated face here. Like,
You are not to go near the gorillas.
she
again.
never gets one in this, unfortunately.
Because
But
of
look at him.
one mishap. Come now.
He's like, come now, you're becoming hysterical.
Indeed I am, Sir
And
Clayton.
there's 5 of us here that are just mad. Oh, he's mad.
Atrocious.
What am I
Downright
doing
abominable.
What am I doing with these imbeciles?
Blasted gorillas. I'll hunt down every last one of them. I'll track them down somehow. I'll stake my life.
So you notice the whole time we've been here, there've been no Heartless. We've only been fighting Sabor. But now, the game has changed. There are now new things here.
Heartless!
And you remember what they
These
said?
guys with monkeys?
Oh yeah,
Yes!
each world has their own themed Heartless. So you'll notice, like, as we go to each world, like the experience we gain per enemy goes up, so that helps us level.
Come on!
So I mean, these guys actually give a pretty good amount of experience, and they don't take a lot of effort right now to kill. So these actually might be some good enemies to kill a little bit of.
A little more experience?
Yeah. Oh, Goofy, like, gained a level and you got some defense. So we won't go down as easy. And we need to go to these areas and kill all the Heartless, or beat them, however you want to state that. That way we save the gorillas. And the interesting part, the treasure chests that we're opening are actually part of Junie's journal. So we actually have to collect all of them if we want to finish it. And so basically what this means, the harder the difficulty that you're playing on, the less percent of Jimmy's journal you need to finish to get, like, a secret ending. But we probably won't see that secret ending in this, because we're just going to kind of... The games have been released at this point, so So we're just gonna kind of go through them. But back in the day, like, I worked really hard to finish Jimmy's Journal just so I could see that secret ending. You know, it was like before even this is long before YouTube was actually a thing. Oh, these guys.
See ya.
So these guys are playing a game of charades that I actually just messed up. So when they do an action, you have to kind of guess what they need as a magic ability. So he's fanning himself right there. So he's hot. He's shivering, so he's cold. So he needs fire. But you want to get 3 in a row. If you get 3 in a row, then he gives you a special item.
He's dancing.
Sometimes they don't agree with you. He'll wander around for a second, and then he'll do another action.
Falling over. Falling over.
Yeah, so we're just
Blizzard.
playing. I gotta wait for him to do the thing.
Eat.
Deep freeze.
Got it. So this gives us an item.
Wait, what was the last one of it?
So it was Blizzard. Because he's doing this whole thing, so he's
Wait,
hot.
Didn't I guess that at first?
No, that one you did probably.
I did, yeah.
I was paying attention to him, trying to make sure that he. Yeah, and these guys, they spawn a couple of them. Let's see. I don't want that one. I want fire. So you need to shiver. Shiver for me.
That's the blizzard, right?
Yeah, but I want to get a different item at this point. Because you want to get all of them. If you get all of them, then you get then you can get a weapon.
See.
He's doing his little dance. Then he'll wander around for a second, and then he'll do things again.
Fire.
That's all I need. 2 more of those.
See ya.
1 more. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't you dare disappear on me. He's gonna disappear on me.
He's fanning himself.
I'm waiting for the shiver. Come on. No, that's actually for lightning.
Now he's down on the ground.
I think that's for cure. Yeah, he's out of here. Oh, I guess he's gonna do 1 more round for us. Can't see. Come on. Freeze! Come on, just give me this. He's probably out of here now. Usually after that motion, after a couple times, they just disappear. Just goes to show you get a lot more magic in this game. Come on. There it is. Nice. So we got a blaze gem and a fire arts. So now we have been recognized by these particular artists. These Heartless have recognized us as masters of that element. So that's actually really cool. Because we use these later. We take these to another character which we haven't run into yet. So I'll introduce that when we get to it. But you give all of these arts that we're getting. So we've gotten Fire and Blizzard now. Once we get all the other ones, then we take it to him and we get one of like the last weapons for Donald, which is the Dream Rod. Well, a lot of the time, like, these things are actually built to kind of do their own thing. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. This one. It's like, it usually has kind of an auto-targeting. That's why I can make it through these. But, let's see. Is there anything to climb? Oh, that's right. This area ends up over here, so I can just climb this. Forgot about that. Well, I think there's a lot of subtleties that I forget about in this game.
Come on.
So the third hit in your combo, when he does that kind of backslash hit, that's actually quite a bit stronger than your normal hit. So that's why you'll notice, like, it takes me 3 hits to kill one of them, but if I hit another one and they get caught in that third hit of the combo,
Yeah.
then that's why it kills them.
Okay.
So now we're heading over to the treehouse. What?
Yeah, I did.
Later in this game, certain crafting materials, they're really hard to get because you have to fight a certain special group of Heartless to get them. And they require very different ways of beating them to actually get those to go.
Come on! Fire!
Alright, we got them. I think we've saved the last of the gorillas, so we should actually be getting pretty close here. Just doing that jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Back on the trees again. We end up doing this quite a bit. Yeah, I admit, like, the music that they put in this game is actually really good. Oh, these guys are back. I don't need to mess with them anymore. I don't have any more magic to get anything. Let's see. Let's say. Mr. Clayton. Mr. Clayton is fine. Oh, good. So we did have to come here. Sometimes I forget where we're meant to go. Clayton's pipe.
Oh.
Sabor. Did Sabor get him?
Blast!
Come on! See ya! Fire!
Came from the trees, man. Alright. We won't have to worry about him no more. I mean, Tarzan should have totally skinned the thing and wore its skin as, like...
Oh, I would have.
Like, I mean, that would have been a sign of,
Been
like...
warm.
Yeah, it would have been. So each boss that we beat actually gives us a special accessory item. We equip those and we get certain abilities from it. Sometimes it's just a lot of resistance to the elements. Sometimes it increases to, like, ability points that allow us to equip more abilities.
What's happening?
Well, Turk got scared and ran to Jane. It's like when they don't fully animate the faces, they look a little weird. And unfortunately, she never gets, like, a fully animated face.
That's a bummer.
So now we're gonna head back to camp. We're gonna try to go into the tent and see if they're okay. Like, it's not good to let them just kind of hang out with the Heartless. That would not do. And Jane near the treehouse. All right, we're going to the treehouse.
Onward.
Usually these guys are actually a pretty rare spawn from what I remember. So they don't usually show up as often as they are right now. Jumping on the back of the hippos. Some of these jumps are pretty hairline, so I always swing the sword to give me just a little bit of extra distance.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than missing an easy jump.
I know, right? I do it all the time. That's why I'm so terrible.
Oh no, they're trapped.
Tarzan! Don't leave me.
Come on.
So we've got all these weird buds. I don't know if I'm supposed to attack them. I think I'm supposed to. Oh no, that's right. It's this thing. There's this giant pear-shaped thing that's causing horribleness.
What's that?
I'm gonna equate it to a tumor.
Ew, I don't like
I broke it. I have freed them. They have some nice shots of the jungle.
Oh, I know, right?
Clayton came in the tent. And they grabbed him. Alright, so let's see. So now, we need to go get Clayton. So we need to go this way, I think. Nope, that is the treehouse. I think I was at the right place before. I should be able to. Come on, grab it. There you go. Yes, the treetops. Go back to the tunnel, and we're going back this thing again. Yay! I mean, you can see, like, you have to do this thing quite a bit, so you get kind of good at it, whether you like it or not. Yeah, so that branch you can actually hit. I did hit that last time. I mistimed the strike on it, but you jump over the first one and you strike the second one.
Nice.
At least that's the best way I've found to do it. So now we have learned that Clayton is a traitor.
Of course he's a traitor. We always knew that.
Well, we did because we saw the movies, but they didn't know that yet. So this is a special Heartless. We'll come back to deal with him probably never, but he's here. He's one of those special Heartless I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And now we come to the boss fight. Clayton controls the Heartless. That is a double-barrel shotgun.
No!
He just casually looks over. It's like, ah, the peasants are here. I'll deal with you first.
Clayton?
Not Clayton. Not Clayton.
It is not Clayton, apparently. I'm super strong. That fight usually takes a while. But that's just the first part of the fight. Here's where it gets interesting. Something broke a wall of rock. And we can't see it.
Oh my goodness.
Tarzan's been shot. Tarzan is down. But that trooper gets back up.
Oh my god.
So he's on top of something and it's invisible. What could it possibly be? Oh, it's a chameleon.
Oh.
You gotta admit, they were pretty creative in their designs.
That's pretty good, actually.
Come on! Come on!
So these guys have a little bit of a glitch in them as far as I'm concerned. Like, if they're going through this animation where they're shooting the eye lasers, they're basically invincible, so you can't actually, like, beat them. So that's always annoying. But if you can just outlive them as they go through that animation, then you just wait until they're done. You hit them once and they die. And then now we're fighting Clayton, because he's the only one left now. We're just going to shoot fire at him, see if that... Yep, we got him. And now we finish! Ah! Zantetsugen! Gold Star Forever can tell me what someone from Final Fantasy X uses that. So Clayton's like, I'm not giving up. I'm going to get these kids. And then this creature's having kind of a stroke right now. And Clayton's like, uh-oh. Oh. Clayton is down.
That's very fresh.
And there goes the heart.
Such relief.
We have attained the power of healing. We have learned cure.
So important.
This by far is probably one of the most important spells in this game.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
you pretty much always keep this one mapped to something, just because you're always getting hurt, you always need health, and you can't trust
Absolutely.
Donald to heal you properly.
No.
Kerchak just hucks me. Thank you, Kerchak. Your assistance is appreciated.
Wow. He's like, well, I need to get you somewhere, and you guys take forever.
Kerchak has accepted me. Gorilla's like, yeah, we're going home. The waterfalls.
Tarzan, home.
Tarzan's home.
This is where Tarzan hangs out. He hangs out behind the waterfalls. So you can see, like, there's a bunch of water coming in here. Like, we're behind the waterfall.
So some places in Disneyland have this kind of feature. It's actually pretty fun. Is that the case in Disney World?
Let me see. There's some sections in Epcot that have areas that are cooler.
Yeah.
But I don't think they kind of replicate anything like this.
I don't think it's like this necessarily. It's like...
Found 3 more Dalmatians. So next time we're in Traverse Town, we'll head over to the Dalmatians' house and we'll drop them off. I'm sure that, what are their names? The 2 Dalmatian parents?
Oh, Pongo and... Perdita? Wait,
Do we know this one?
Birdie? You called her Birdie, right?
Auriculum. Or Auricalcum. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that word. Whoever in the comments actually knows the answer to that, let me know, because I've been trying to figure out how that word is pronounced.
Yeah, Pongo and Perdita.
Perdita, okay. So I'm taking a little bit of time in this place because I want to make sure I find kind of all the chests so I don't have to come back here later. Makes it just one less thing we gotta do. But now we're heading to... Ooh, 3 question marks. Let's see what's here. If you were gonna guess, what are you gonna say that is, Tab?
Some sort of key, maybe something that's gonna...
This is your home? But that means... Huh?
Oh,
The waterfalls. They're echoing all the way here.
Friends there. See friends.
Oh, now I've got it. Means heart. Friends in our hearts.
Heart.
They really
Oh,
pushed that theme here.
That's what it meant.
Oh yeah, the White Trinity. I forgot
Friends.
about that one.
Same heart. Clayton.
Like the
Lose
butterflies.
heart. No heart.
Clayton lost his heart.
No see friends. No heart.
Tarzan laying down some
No
truth.
friends.
Sorry about what I said.
I'm sorry too.
yeah, all for one, huh?
Oh my, that's totally reminiscent of the 3 Musketeers.
Yep. That world actually shows up in one of the later ones. The keyhole. After Wonderland, we kind of know what's going on. So this seems like a good, yeah. Sora knows what to do. And all the roots and stuff grew around the hole. So even though the hole disappears after we lock it, the space is there still. Ah, nice. Another gummy piece.
But it's sure not the king's.
I think someone has a new admirer.
No, 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 no. This would kill me.
Oh. Interspecies loving.
What drew the Heartless to that world?
The hunter lured them there.
I love these
Was
like dark
his
council meetings.
power that was the bait. But it seems the
Back
bait was
at the
too
Fortress of
tasty
Evil.
for his own good.
And there, the dark tones, they debated in their dark ways.
A weak-hearted fool like him stood no chance against the Heartless.
So you'll notice that most of the character models in this game have two modes. They have kind of a basic animation, and then they have a good animation. All of them, at some point, at least all the main bad guys, you'll see them in a good animation. So Jafar is not looking his best here, but when you get to Agrabah, he looks pretty good. And based on the enemy or the villains you see here, that kind of tells you what worlds we're going to.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Alice!
Yep, they got a hold of one.
They got Alice, man.
Not Alice. Hopefully she's got some more of them, those mushrooms or whatever that make her super big. It's like, we get there, she's all super big, she's just stomping them away. It's like, well, I guess we didn't need to be here. Problem solved. Crisis averted. Thank you, Alice. So, we got our first new Keyblade.
Yay!
So the way the Keyblade works is when you equip a different keychain to it, it changes the look of the Keyblade. And we've learned how to do the Red Trinity now. So now we can activate those and get different specials.
Okay.
And we got a trophy, Member of the Tribe. So I think this is a good place to stop for now.
Yeah, definitely.
If you guys liked it, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for joining us. Bye, guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, visit gamer.gamer.com and support us through Patreon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.